We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. Got a few situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottle count. LB gon' pull it out you, a dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings, auntie gon' keep it real. Uncut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive, ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising, shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some aggression. Climaxing, can I stop it? Old news telling lies and getting out the pocket. This is Urban Voice Media, giving you hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. Just put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna do no filter on this one. This is gonna be very quick. It won't be easy, but it will be very quick. Over the weekend, I was doing some good justice. Over the weekend, I was up in Hickory, North Carolina, at an event. It was for inmates who had been inside the judicial system, and it was for the inmates who came out, and it was a reunion for the guys who had help along the way, and the encouragement and upliftment for the guys to say, hey, you know what, we still out here. We did our time. We did what we said we wanted to do in reference to doing good work, being a good loyal system as they know that they could have been, and giving back and doing good deeds for the community. This event was up at Exodus Missionary Outreach Church. And I got a chance to meet with the pastor in reference to his organization, and he has several different things that he's involved in. And he's big in helping the inmates and getting back on their feet, providing housing for them. They are also doing great work with a lot of support from the community up in the Catawba area. But meanwhile, while I was up there, little did I know that there was something else going on in Catawba County, and that's the reason why this podcast here is being created. At, let's see, around 10:44 in the morning, the Newton police officers responded to a call. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be easy for the family that knows Urban Voice Media, who's following Urban Voice Media. But there was a call made out. And give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I thought maybe I put it somewhere else. A call was made out in regards to a shooting. And anytime we have domestic violence, domestic argument, a domestic problem going on, people, it doesn't have to end up ugly. And it's a shame that we, as humans, it's a shame we as humans still feel that we have to resort to physical violence on one another. And yes, Ray Real, thank you much. Yes, thank you, my friend. Thank you for inviting me up to the the outreach program. Really appreciate it. Actually, at Exodus Ministry, they also going to have another event. I don't think it's going to be at the church. It's going to be somewhere else. If you can plug that in, Raymond, I'll put that up on the screen where the event you guys are going to have this Saturday. So you guys, if you want to come out, just be a part of the community. That's what Urban Voice Media is about. We're about the community. We're about helping the community, resolving problems with the community, getting the community work, getting the community uplifted, moving, happy once again, doing things. But I'm gonna go into the segment, ladies and gentlemen, and it's around this brother right here, Jessie Crawford. Y'all take a good look at this young man. Not a young man. He's 60 years old. 60 years old man. 60 years old. He decided that he wanted to shoot and kill his ex-girlfriend, the lovely, beautiful, beautiful lady, beautiful, beautiful lady, Miss Iris Ranae Robinson, 51. Jessie Allen Crawford, 60. Jesse felt like he needed to take his anger out in a way in reference to shooting Miss Iris. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand the anger that one could go through to where they feel necessary to pull a gun or a knife out to harm another person, especially when it's a person that you once said you loved. How do you kill someone that you claim you love? Once you love a person, you always love them. You may not always be in love with them, but once you love them, you love them. And I'm going to keep him on the screen so people can see this right here. Don't worry about all this right here. Don't worry about that. We're going to keep this young man's face on the screen right here. Because it makes no sense that our people continue to keep doing this. It makes no sense. Domestic violence. This man had the audacity to go to this lady and shoot her multiple times. Here, he don't look too far from here. A mad, angry somebody. Now, this mad, angry individual right here, he could have been touched. He could have been reached. He could have been helped to where he did not feel he needed to do what he did to Miss Robinson. It makes no sense. Miss Robinson did not deserve what he put her through. She did not deserve to take her last breath around 10:44 Saturday. And I'm going to read a little bit of what the article says. It says a Hickory man has been charged with murder after a shooting incident in Newton. According to a Newton Police Department news release, Jessie Allen Crawford, 60, has been charged with first-degree murder. Newton police officers responded to a call Saturday at 10:44 a.m. in reference to a female who had been shot at a residence in South Caldwell Avenue in Newton. Officers discovered the victim, Iris Ranae Robinson, 51, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Crawford was identified as the shooter, but he fled the scene. It says Crawford and Robinson knew each other. They didn't know, and they had a personal relationship. They didn't know that they were exes. The Daily Record didn't, but through family members and friends, I found out they were exes. Newton police officers and Newton Fire Department and the Catawba County EMS provided medical assistance to Robinson, who succumbed to her injuries and was pronounced deceased on scene. Then it says around 2:29 p.m. Saturday, Crawford was arrested in Newton without an incident. Yeah, because he knew what he had done. He knew what he had done. He knew that what he would done, he was wrong on one too many levels. One too many levels. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed, Malik. Indeed. The family, they're still lost as to why they're in pain. To the family, I don't think there's one person on this planet who can help you in regards to the feelings that you're going through right now. But from Urban Voice Media and myself, I would like to say we're here for you. In any capacity that we can reach out and help you through your time of grief, Urban Voice Media is here for you. Miss Robinson, I'm sure the community, your family, your coworkers, your friends, everyone's shocked. They're hurt. They're disturbed. But wherever you are, Miss Robinson, know that they loved you. And they still love you. And they will continue to keep loving you. For the family of Mr. Crawford, I'm sure you're hurt as well. Because Mr. Crawford just didn't hurt Iris's family. He hurted his family as well. And I hope through somewhere, somehow, the two families will not see differences through the families. Because Jessie did this, not the families. Jessie did this. And Jessie did it alone. People, domestic violence is serious. It says, what are 5 types of violence? Sexual violence, emotional violence, psychological violence, spiritual violence, and cultural violence. People, we don't have to do this. You can agree to disagree and walk away with a smile. Everyone is not going to agree with you. Everyone is not going to accept the things that you have to say. We have to get to the point within ourselves to understand it's okay. There's so many people who don't agree with things that I say on Urban Voice Media. There's so many things people don't agree with what I say abroad when I'm out and about. But within my core, I've told myself it's okay. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm keeping his picture on the screen for a reason. When you see men like this, help them in any kind of way possible. Far too many of our men are going to prison for senseless acts. Far too many. Help them, ladies and gentlemen, please. Statistic: 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an inmate partner within their lifetime. 1 in 5 women and 1 in 7 men have experienced several physical violence, have experienced severe physical violence by an inmate partner in their lifetime. 1 in 7 women and 1 in 18 men have experienced stalking, victimization during their lifetime in which they felt very fearful or believed that they or someone close to them would be harmed or killed. On a typical day, there are more than 20,000 phone calls placed to domestic violence hotlines nationwide. People, I'm going to say this again. On a typical day, there are more than 20,000 phone calls placed to domestic violence hotlines nationwide. In domestic violence homicides, women are 6 times more likely to be killed when there is a gun in the house. Repeat, in domestic violence homicides, women are 6 times more likely to be killed when there is a gun in the house. Intimate partner violence accounts for 15% of all violent crimes. Intimate partner violence is most common among women between the ages 18 and 24. This is too serious to keep playing with. We don't need another dead female. We don't need another dead male because the two people couldn't come to terms. It's okay. We have to learn to move on. And when we can't move on, and family members and friends, you see that your family member or friend can't move on, help them. Help them in whatever capacity you can give them help. Help them see that it's okay. It's okay to move on. You would prefer to move on and live another day peacefully. It will be hard, yes. All breakups are hard. Breakup from losing your loved one because of a natural death is hard. Quite naturally, it's hard to lose a loved one that is still walking around. But life goes on. People, we do not have to resort to violence of any form. It's okay to move on. That's the only reason I came to give this message to you guys. Until next time, we'll come back to you again with more hot topics. Be peaceful, people. Love you.
We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the. Got a few situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottle count. LB gon' pull it out you. A dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings. Auntie gon' keep it real. Uncut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive, ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising, shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some addressing. Climaxing, can I stop it? Old news telling lies and getting out the pocket. This is Urban Bros Media, giving you hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. Just put it on the, put it on the, put it on the.